when we talk, there seem to be so many things going on today that people want to agree to support. I want to speak of the fact of the way society is changing other people's lives. The opinionated polls, the support group for the choices of other people. Some say that when we talk, we need to be very nice. Well, okay. We have a society who talks on one hand of equality. Listen to me. They want you to acknowledge that women are men. Women are and men are equal. But in the next paragraph, they want to make different laws that affect men. They want to say that women can do the same thing as men. There may be some, depending on what the thing is. But more than all, the bar has been lowered way down for when men was doing what women call themselves doing today. The bar has been lowered so that they can't participate. The whole system was set up to carry women and exclude men. You would have thought it would have been a system to liberate everyone. That means take some of the weight off the man's shoulder and let the woman carry some of it, and then her helping him. But yet, it's still society shows us how to degrade men, dishonor men, and disallow them. Women, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know how it felt when you said you were being mistreated, not recognized. Now you're in the same position, and you're doing the same thing. Kind of hard to understand equality. We talk about freedom. Many times we talk about freedom in the press and freedom of the speech. But I found out that only the freedom that you have to speak is when you're in agreement with those who are talking. I see many talk show hosts. This guy Savage, Rush Limbaugh, Mark Davis is pretty good, but he's still got a little sour taste in his thinking. As long as the popular opinion is on top and people call in to support it, it's a newsworthy thing. But if someone say, I don't agree with Bruce Jenner, his ass is too old to be thinking about doing something like that, and what's on his agenda, and the Boy Scouts of America switching the hits because of pressure, public polling and opinion. Okay, when the laws work for those who want to change them, it's fine. But when it stands in their way, they change it. What do we have? What do we have? A system that's catering to people so badly. They want to make other people, want to bring people up so badly. And the only way they can bring them up is by putting other people down. The Mexicans. I got some good Mexican friends. All my life, my daddy told me, boy, if you find a friend in a Mexican, you got a friend for life. This new stuff that's coming over here, these illegal aliens, I don't even know what the word illegal means. But you see, I seen a sign the other day that said, hiring inside. must be bilingual. You know, that puts a bad taste in my mouth. That's affirmative action, all in a different direction. So that's another stone cast to those of us who live here all our life and we get old. Now, in order for us to work in the job market, we have to retrain our brain to make it comfortable for some other people that came over here and took our job. Another bar has been lowered. Nobody's jumping in where we were at. When I say we, I mean society, the things that we did to prove this country. Now all of a sudden the bar has been lowered and everybody's equal. The kids, the dogs, every and anybody except for the people who the whole thing was set in stone for. The civil rights movement. I thought I was losing my mind the other day. I agreed with Rush Limbaugh. He was talking about Bruce Jenner. Talking about how people think that Hollywood, and I'm not doing notes, I'm just doing it out of my memory. That's not a good thing, but that's what I'm doing. How people tend to go to social media and it makes them feel like they're part of Hollywood. And so they want to be like Hollywood. Therefore, they do things that only the crazy and rich do. And we wonder, why? Well, they're imitating art. These people can buy themselves a life, or a lie. Same thing with the police officers. There's been so many police movies where the police just take somebody and beat the truth out of them, take somebody's children and threaten them until they tell them what they want, even though they don't have nothing to do with the original crime. It just had to be of knowledge of the person who commits the crime. These gung-ho police goes out and bust up and blow up everything, get their man. The message that's sent. You gotta be a bad, shut your mouth. And so these police who are so frequently given the leeway, whatever they have on their heart and their mind, they get out there and they get emotional. And it's very dangerous for a person to enforce a law on someone when they're doing it with emotions. Same thing with the judges about domestic violence. If you're doing it with emotion and saying what you believe, and that ain't what the law says. We need to readjust ourselves and thinking. Think about it a moment.